All right, guys.
Your reasons for listening to this. Your reasons for listening to the show, well, those are your own. But just keep in mind that the views, information, or opinions expressed on the Tuddle Daily Podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of our sponsors. Yeah, it's called free speech, people. Nobody's forcing you to listen.
Get ready for your daily dose of Tuddle.
The all-time greatest intern/producer we've ever had, of course, Tuddle. Tuddle in Florida.
From the Hobo Fish Camp, it's the Tuddle Daily Podcast.
No wonder nobody likes you, Tuddle. Everything's a goddamn debate.
All right, guys, here, let's try this again. Greetings and welcome to another edition of the Tuddle Daily Podcast. Yeah, this is very, very, very unprofessional, but I'm doing it again. I'm live. See how this fucking sounds now. You can get a hold of me, 407-270-3044. Once again, that is 407-270-3044. Okay, thank you. It's been a while, people. It's been a while. I apologize. So it's better now. Let me see. 03044. Once again, still, that is still horrible. 407-270-3044. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's been a while, people. All right. Anyways, so it's okay for everybody. I was trying to do something special. I tried to get too cutesy with it and everything, and I really, really messed up. Vulture, I know that I have a guest at 7:30. I'm going to have to resend you a link. Leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Okay. Well, I'm just saying. So I'm doing that. I got a video camera out there right now. So just give me 1 second, guys. Just give me one second and I got it. Got all artsy fartsy on you. That's exactly what I was trying to do. And I apologize. I know, Fozzie. I didn't have any audio problems because I didn't do anything. So stand by. Hey, Fozzie, call into the show right now. Fozzie, call in 407-270-3044. Yeah, happy hot mom night. Fozzie, I need you to fill for me a little bit while I try to get this done. I'm going to give you the Vine like Jim Rome, and I'm just going to let you roll with it a little bit on the phone, Fozzie. So if you could call in, because I got to go out and set up my camera out front. So can you please give me a call, Fozzie? Or, you know what, if you don't call in the next 5-10 seconds, because I got to go out there and get that camera set up out front so I can actually do it. Come on, Fozzie. Call in 407-270-3044. Come on, Fozzie, call in. Fozzie. I guess I got to go out there and get that damn phone now, all on my own. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Nobody wanted to call in. So what I got to do here is I got to set up this. I got to invite myself here. Let me just see. Oh, Fozzie's calling in now. Hold on. How do I? Here it is. Fozzie, are you there? Foz.
What up, Tuddle? Happy Halloween, buddy.
Good, man. See, I'm trying to get this thing. I tried to get all I try to get all cutesy and everything with it, Fozzie. And I'm just trying to do that now. You know, like I'm a one-man show. It gets a little hard sometimes, you know?
Yeah. You're busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Hey, happy Halloween. What kind of costume are you working with right there?
Well, I mean, I'm going for just 42-year-old man living at home.
You can just tell what's the lead singer's name from Weezer. You should just tell me you're that dude.
Rivers Cuomo. Rivers Cuomo. Yeah. I could go for that. I could easily do that.
Yeah, yeah. What kind of candy are you passing out tonight, Tuddle?
Dude,
Is Mom gonna
okay.
get involved?
Yeah. So I got the nerd ropes. You know the nerd ropes? You ever seen those?
Familiar.
All right. So I did that. Then I went with the fun size M&M's, peanut and chocolate. So I got that going on there. I got Twix, I got Snickers, I got Starburst, and I got Skittles. So I already mentioned Skittles. So I mean, I'm doing okay, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Sounds like you got yourself a nice assorted bag. Is that what you got there?
Yeah. I did. I went with the assorted bag.
So you got a high traffic area there, full of hot moms. There, you got a lot of children there. I mean, what's the pedophile situation like?
No.
I mean, you got any Reese cup parameters? Because I'm
I
do.
Guy myself. I do have Reese's. But like now, Fozzie, you know what I've been noticing? Like, hold on. Wait, why is this not showing up? Enter studio. All right, I got it going on here. So now I can. All right, hold on, Fozzie. Give me a second. Foz. All right, so I want to go out front, and I want to put the camera out front here so everybody can see what's going on.
Nice. Hey, can you hear me, Todd?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Is Mom going to participate tonight?
Yeah, Mom's out front here. Mom, walk out there to the road so people can see you. Hold on. So Mom's going out to the road there.
Oh, I can see her right there. Yeah. It looks like Mom's dressed as the ring girl.
So yeah, that's what's going on. So that's what I'm doing. My mom is out there right now. How's it look, Fozzie? I mean, the camera out front there.
It looks great. It looks. Your mom kind of looks like the Ring Girl, the girl from the Ring Girl movies, and the camera angle is really set up nice down the driveway. Dusk is upon us, and hopefully, we get some trick or treaters coming in soon. And you say, is there audio out there or no?
Yeah. If you listen, hold on. I think there is audio. Yeah, I got audio coming. So if anybody says anything, you will be able to hear it out front.
That's great. Did you say you did have a guest coming on soon or no?
I think I got a guest coming on at like 7:30, but I'm not absolutely sure. So, all right. Well, all right, Fozzie. I appreciate it. Okay.
Hey, my pleasure, buddy. Happy Halloween. Have fun and be safe out there.
All right, man. See ya. All right. So, can we hear stuff out there? Hold on. I think we can. Hold on. Yeah, I can actually hear audio out there. So if you're just joining me, this is the Tuddle Daily Podcast. Vulture. I'm gonna have to send you a new link, Vulture, for the guest. I am. Can I just take a picture of it and text it to you? And can you send it, please? Like, seriously, that's the only thing I can think of. I'm just taking a picture of it and I'm texting it to you because it's a different link than what I had before. I'm just saying. Anyways, all right. Welcome to the Tuddle Daily Podcast. I got a lot of great things to talk about. I do apologize if I was off last week. Just need a little bit of time off. One of the things that I did want to talk about is talking about scary stories. Hold on. Oh, you got it. Okay. So this happens all the time here. Let me remove that off of there. And I want to add one of these other stories. What up, Bubba Lost Everything? This is a this is a scary story. This guy dismembered his chick because she refused
38-year-old Justin
sex
Fields
with him. And my God, I've been horny before, but I just can't imagine this.
They all have said it's the worst thing that they've ever seen in their career.
38-year-old Justin Fields and 52-year-old Tammy Bailey lived together here on Bailey Drive in Blount County. Sheriff Mark Moon tells me the couple just celebrated his birthday, but when they got home from a trip on October 21st, Fields tells police he went into...
He's ginger. I mean, you got to be careful with the ginge. The ginges will dismember you if you turn them down for sex.
Her room and stabbed her.
He wanted to have sex with her, so he went into her bedroom and propositioned her, and she turned him down. And according to his statement, that frustrated him, and he said that he...
If you're just joining me right now, this is the Tuddle Daily Podcast. I got an extra camera going on over here. I got camera 1 here is pointing out front. You can kind of see the light, kind of can see what's going on out front. But if there's any trick-or-treaters, my mom is out there. I can put the audio on. So, Mom, if you're checking out the live stream right now, make sure you check it out. If you would like to call in, 407-270-3044. Once again, Tuddle Daily Podcast, Halloween edition. Waiting for some trick-or-treaters to come by. You would think, being in a 55 plus, I remember like when I used to go trick-or-treating, we always went to the older communities because they had the best candy. They did.
He stabbed her one time, and then he blacked out.
Moon says they believe she died after the Friday night attack, but that wasn't the last attack on Bailey.
When he woke up on Saturday, went back in there, he felt like he was having a bad dream, and for some reason stabbed her multiple times again.
Bailey's sister then comes over to check on her, but Fields
some good ass. She turns you down and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to dismember you.
Won't let her inside, telling her he's done something horrible. That's when she calls police.
The offender tells him on the body cam that I've done something really bad. The evidence is in the house. If you go in there, you're going to see it's really bad.
They found Bailey's body in her room. Moon says she was dead on the scene, and her body had also been dismembered.
It was over 100 stab wounds, but there's no way to really be able to tell how many.
Fields is now being charged with murder and abuse of a
corpse. Yeah.
Corpse. And Moon says horrific crimes like this are usually domestic.
Dirty ginge.
Something the county has seen an increase in over the last few years.
The majority of the problems that we have when it comes to something this catastrophic.
Oh no,
Justin Fields and 52.
Ozzy, you will, man. Like the older folks is where the place you go.
Over the last few years,
the majority of the problems that we have when it comes to something this catastrophic, the majority of those are domestic in nature.
Now, Sheriff Moon tells me investigators went back to the house yesterday to collect some final pieces of evidence, and they even re-interviewed Fields again this afternoon, looking to hear that story he told investigators on the scene. And he's being held in jail tonight until his bond hearing, but Moon says that may not be until next week. Jonathan?
All right. See, I'm going to have to, like, I gotta get a roving camera so I can go there. If you're looking out front right there, no trick-or-treaters as of yet. Yeah, that's a poor man's rat. Would you guys like me to like try to go around? Like I'm on the. I just gotta find my other. Where's my bag? My other bag where I can get the goddamn microphone. All right. I know this has got like, hold on. You know what? I'm going to try something here. I'm definitely going to try something here. Because I'm like, now that I'm on Wi-Fi, when I used to be at the hobo fish camp and everything, you couldn't, like, it would be horrible signal out there. It would be. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this figured out. All right, so I got streamer.com. Hell, you know what? I might as well just give this out. Would you guys like if I could like give you the live stream feed? Would you guys ever want to like join the show? For real. Cause like there's a lot of stuff that I could be doing here. Like I could easily like no, come on, man. Just fucking just this is bad. This is bad, but you know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, you know what? Here, hold on. That's why it's not coming up. / search. I know this is really, really bad. This is really bad. So just give me a second, guys. I'm trying to join this live stream. Invite. There we go. RS. U. The 3. Let's see if this works. Here we go. Let's see if this works, guys. The night sky looks great. Yeah, let's see how this sounds. Hold on. I'm just wanting to see how this looks, guys. Yes. So you can so anyway, so I mean you guys should be able to. This is going to be bad. Hold on. This is bad. Wow, that is so bad. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to have to do this and try to figure this out a little bit more. Anyways, so I got a guest coming on. Going to be on here at 7:30. So we had the dismembered Vortex Willie. I know it was really bad. Dark Diversity. Really. It is fun. I'm trying to have fun here. I'm trying to do something a little bit different here. But, you know, one of the things that hold on, let me see. Can I turn that up? Yeah, I'm good to go on that. The mic's turned off there. All right. So this kind of fed right into my anxieties that this big stampede that they had over in North or South Korea. Oh, somebody just drove by. Is that trick-or-treater? Trick-or-treater?
It's around Seoul's Itaewon area are still littered with debris from a night that was supposed to be festive.
All right. So how I am always, this is one of my biggest fears. The being caught in a human stampede. Being caught in a human stampede, like which happened in South Korea, where over close to 200 people died because they couldn't breathe, because, you know, we all think we're just like this. What up, Dark Diversity? Danielle. Hi, Danielle. I have to give you a call after the show. Say hello. But no, but this is just this whole stampede thing completely I think about this all the time going to large crowds. They used to have Earth Day birthday down in downtown Orlando on Orange Avenue and that like little narrow area. But like this is something that I always think about. We might be an intelligent species and stuff, but we could easily just all get caught up in a human stampede like this. Fish on J, if you have a fetish for being walked on, hold on. Fish on J, if you have a fetish for being walked on, that was the time to capitalize. Yeah. I mean, there's, if it gets bad enough, I remember the first time I ever saw like a real stampede, and I'm not saying that it was like I saw it in person, but during the Great White Fire, remember the Great White Fire with the pyro that everybody got all burned up and everything, and everybody was trying to get out of there? That was a stampede, and everybody got caught up at the front door. And you were lucky if you were at the bottom, because guess what? You survived if you were down at the bottom. You just did. You did. And the Great White Fire is on YouTube. You know what really, really bothered? Yeah, the screams during the Great White Fire is what is the worst thing in the world. They jammed the door. So this happened in South Korea, and they're all blaming, oh, well, they didn't have this, that. This is a very, very narrow place where this whole festival was going on. You just have to be more vigilant about your surroundings.
And turned catastrophic. Tens of thousands packed the streets, crowds so massive that witnesses say it was hard to move or breathe. Pushing then triggered a slow-motion stampede. People were crushed, calls for help muffled by loud music. Soon,
man, look at that. Man, this is just stuff that we don't think about as people. We're like, oh yeah, we really got to worry about something like this? No, you do. You kind of have to.
Body after body was on the ground. Sophia Akiat, a doctor visiting from Florida, performed CPR.
I mean, Bubba Law said, why did they stampede? Fozzie, I'm getting where you're going with it, but I okay. But the reason why they stampeded was because it's just like, all it takes is one person freaking out, and then it just, these crowds can become living, breathing organisms. They can get that out of control that fast, that quickly. And then it's just a chain reaction. It's just a chain reaction where people just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And you get to a point where like you're not in control of what direction you're going, because the crowd has just become one.
CPR on victims.
I see about 20 to 30 bodies of people and debris everywhere.
Among the dead, 2 American college students doing semesters abroad. Anne-Marie Gieske, a nursing junior from Kentucky, and Stephen Blessey, a 20-year-old business major from Marietta, Georgia. His father, Steve, calls the loss of his son unbearable. In a text message, he said, "If I could take his place, I would." How the tragedy could unfold, with reports of few police around at the time, is the focus of an investigation into what went wrong in terms of crowd control.
Really can't see much out there on that main camera. Hold on. Might not be as good as I thought. But oh well.
Even now, emergency hotlines are flooded with calls about people missing. At a local community center, relatives and friends seek news and support.
There was just obviously waves of people coming in, and I lost my friend.
There is a period of national mourning here now for a country still in shock.
Need to get some crowd control out there.
The investigation is looking into reports there weren't enough police in the area at the time, that they had actually diverted resources to a political protest. Police officials admit that they didn't detect a surge in the crowd that night, and they weren't able to do anything to stop it. Nearly all the victims have now been identified. The majority of them are in their 20s and 30s, and most of them are young women.
I mean, it sucks. You know, man, like, I can't believe we've gotten not one single trick-or-treater has showed up at all. That's it. And nobody's going to come and see me. I mean, imagine what you'd be thinking as you're getting stampeded to death. Yeah, it would suck. Would absolutely suck. I mean, I could. I'm going to try that here in a few minutes. I do have a guest that's supposed to be coming on. So the other big story that's out there right now. Let me grab this video file, and I'm going to leave.
After weeks of speculation about a possible rift, Tom?
I'm going to leave Tampa Tom alone with this, because guess what, kids? The media wishes that this was going to be an ugly divorce, and it's not. It's not going to be an ugly divorce. This is going to be a clean-cut divorce, which it was. They're going to take care of their kids, take care of the kids, and that's it. That's it. I don't think Tom's going to take any money from Giselle, and Giselle's worth way more than I think Tom is. So let's leave these people alone after this. It's done. It's over with. Let Tom get back.
Brady and Giselle Bündchen's marriage is officially over. The high-profile pair, together for more than 13 years, moved quickly to end their marriage.
I mean, Fonzie, all of a sudden, Tom Brady has small D energy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it kind of seems like Tom is just like, you know what? I'd rather hang out with the bros and play some football and stuff.
Court records show their divorce was filed and finalized on the same day,
How are you?
with the relationship described as irretrievably broken. The two confirming the news on social media, saying their divorce had been reached amicably. Bündchen writing, the decision to end a marriage is never easy, but we have grown apart. Brady.
See, but that everybody wants this to be a bad divorce. Everybody wants this to be a bad divorce. And it's not going to be, because Tom and Giselle are, you know what? Guess what? They are logical, reasonable people that are just, it didn't work out. Tom's going his way. Giselle's going his way, or her way, her way. And they're just going to take care of their kids. And Fish on Jay brings up a great point. Fish on Jay says Brady's going to get so much ass. He is. Brady is not going to be hurting at all. Not at all.
Adding in his own statement, we are blessed with beautiful and wonderful children who will continue to be the center of our world. Just hours after finalizing their divorce, Brady was spotted out at the movies in Florida with his two kids he shares with Bündchen.
You got to be careful going to movie theaters in Florida, Tom. People get killed in movie theaters in Florida, Tom. Yeah, you got to look out for that. Now, we get it. Maybe you heard, smell. Okay, got it.
And later in the weekend, helping to hand out food to Florida communities rocked by Hurricane Ian.
And Tom is, from what I'm hearing, is like great friends with DeSantis family. And Tom's down there like delivering meals and stuff to people in hurricanes. Good. I mean, great for Tom. Glad that you're doing something. Glad that you're helping out the community and stuff. Thank you, Tom. And then you and Casey DeSantis, you guys are, you guys are getting the money in there.
According to court documents, the star quarterback and supermodel reached a settlement which included a parenting plan days before Bündchen officially filed the documents.
Plan B.
They want to make sure that this agreement is kept away from the rest of the world, and they're working really hard to protect it.
The details of their settlement and custody agreement remain under wraps as their combined fortune.
But yeah, Brady did have some chiseled. He got some stuff. Brady definitely looked different after that layoff. What did Brady do?
Is reportedly worth hundreds of millions of dollars. For years, Bündchen was the highest paid model in the world. And according to Forbes, Brady is currently the NFL's biggest earner, raking in more than $75 million in 2022. This as Brady's performance on the field has suffered in his 23rd year.
All right, come on, man. The guy's 45. I know 45 is not that old for a lot of people, but he's 45. Brady's still got a lot of traction left. Might be a little bald on the inside. Might need to get the tires. Might need to get it balanced. You can do it. Fozzie says Tom Brady and Ron DeSantis is doing an Eiffel Tower gimmick with Casey on the backside. Really? They should bet what? Put on what? Okay. Look, I'm a big Florida Gator fan. Do you want to pit Kyle Trask in there? I'm all for that. Pit Kyle Trask right in there. I still I don't have any. No trick-or-treaters at all have come out. The fuck, man.
Pal, the 45-year-old quarterback now leading a team 2 games under 500 for the first time in his entire career.
Losing is no fun for any of us.
His surprising return to football after a short-lived retirement.
Wait, hold on. Wait, where's the lighting coming from out there? The lights came on. All right, now we got something. We got something there.
Who told Elle magazine in September, "Obviously, I have my concerns. This is a very violent sport, and I have my children. I would like him to be more present." Brady then taking an unprecedented 11-day hiatus in the middle of preseason.
I'm 45 years.
Let's be honest, Giselle. Would you even be with Tom Brady if he was not a NFL football player? Come on.
Middle of preseason.
I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of going on, so.
Since the start of the year, Brady's biggest supporter, noticeably absent from the stands. The former couple now wishing each other the best as they move forward separately in the next chapter of their lives.
All right. Well, I mean, I wish them nothing but the best. I think that they're doing a great job. I think that it's good that they're able to move on and kind of give me a second. I want to see. Can you hear me out here? Can you guys hear me out here? I just want to see. Let me see here. See if you guys can see me out here. Let me see. Just want to see it. Hold on. Come on. Nothing? Can't hear me? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you can hear me. All right, so out here right now, and this look, I gotta show you. So I got my little lamp out here. I don't know if you guys can see. I got my little lamp out here, and then we got the yeah, and then this is the candy we have here. Look, guys, hold on. This is the candy. So I got Snickers. I got Snickers, Starburst, Pops. So I think Mom's gonna take care of this because I do have a interview that I got to do here in just a few minutes. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you? Happy Halloween.
Hey, all right. So, all right.
This
All
is your
right.
Halloween 2-for-1.
Yes,
You
it is.
get 2 guests for the price of 1.
Yeah. Who's with you here? Is that like a Labradoodle or what's going on with that dog?
This is Blanche Dubois Sharp,
Mhm.
and she is a Bichon Poodle.
A Bichon Poodle.
Yes.
So, Marlene, is it Marlene? I want to make sure. Miss
Yes,
Marlene.
that's it. That's
So,
me.
Miss Marlene, where are you calling from, Miss Marlene?
I'm calling from Los Angeles, California. More specifically, Tarzana, which is in the San Fernando Valley.
Mm-hmm. Miss Marlene, before we get into the interview, tell my audience a little bit about yourself before we get into it, how they can find more information and everything online.
Yes. So I'm Marlene Sharp. My website is pinkpoodleproductions.com. And this, for all intents and purposes, is the pink poodle. She's a poodle Bichon mix, I should clarify. She's the Blanche is the mascot as well as the chairwoman of the board of my production company. So I work in film and TV, and I do a lot of boys action merchandise driven series that are cartoons or some form of animation.
So what do you mean like boy driven? Are you talking like action sports stuff that kids, young adult, teenage boys would be into type stuff?
That's a good question, because here I am after a day in the trenches of kids entertainment and using the jargon, and thank you for putting me in check and having me explain. So boys action merchandise driven entertainment is basically stuff that is targeted towards kids, young boys, and it's got a lot of action in it, maybe some superheroes like Marvel and DC, although I'm not working on anything Marvel or DC right now. But
yeah, that's where the money is, though. If you can get in on that Marvel money, that's where you need to be.
Yes, that would be great, but that is not where I am right now. But I have worked on a number of franchises that maybe your listeners have heard of, such as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
And that's the big one that most people have heard of. And I actually have a background working on a lot of Japanese intellectual properties, and then like the English language adaptations of those, and a lot of things that are based on video games. And it's almost exclusively everything that I've worked on, or anything that you would have heard of, is is
how much did you have to do with Sonic the Hedgehog, like the movies and stuff coming out right now? Like Jim Carrey, it's pretty cool that they got Jim Carrey to do a lot of this stuff with the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff.
I know, that was quite an accomplishment. I left Sega before the movie came out, but I did work on the development of the movie. But that movie was in development for about 10 years. So a lot of people worked on it, and a lot of people whose names are not in the credits, of which I am one of those. But I did work on it when I was first hired at Sega. I was brought on board to helm the ship that was Sonic Boom, the Cartoon Network series.
One of my audience members says she kind of has a Molly Ringwald vibe to her.
Oh, thank you. I love Molly Ringwald. That's great. Wow, that's very kind. It might not be a compliment, but I'll take it that way. It's Halloween, so.
But have you seen, like, they just released a trailer out for like Mario Brothers, and they got Chris Pratt doing the voice for Mario. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna misfire on this Mario deal.
But you know what? Maybe that's the intent, because look at the misfire that was Ugly Sonic, and that's probably the best thing that ever happened to the whole franchise. Although
everybody has loved Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Why have they done a Legend of Zelda movie yet? Like, like if we're talking video game stuff, I think Legend of Zelda would be just like, why has that not already been done, in my opinion?
I can't speak for the owners of that IP, but I could venture to say that it was considered very risky to the whole franchise, to a very lucrative franchise, to do a movie, especially with the perception that video game movies don't work up until like when the Sonic movie came out. That's sort of the perception in Hollywood anyway, with various gatekeepers.
I'm sorry. I love the original Super Mario Brothers movie that they did back in the 90s with John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
And you had the guy from the Speed movies. What was his name? I forget, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that, but I think that movie has developed a following through the years for the camp factor. Not really for the, it's more like the irony of it and the nostalgia, maybe not for the cool factor necessarily. And so I think video game companies are scared to take such a huge, expensive risk with a beloved franchise, and everything that's done, all the content is meant to sell video games.
That was Dennis Hopper, John Leguizamo was in that one.
John Leguizamo, you can't go wrong with him.
And so then you got Dennis Hopper. I mean, come on, man. Like, I mean, they could easily do, I mean, they've done a lot of these game movie. They did Doom. They've done a lot of these. They're even doing like Call of Duty stuff, or all these other type of gameplay. They did Dungeons and Dragons was a game, and then they even did a movie with that.
Well, yes, people do them. It's a risk though, and you've got to find people who are willing to roll the dice and put up money to take that risk. And it's not just the risk of production, it's the risk of marketing it, and then also creating all the merchandise and potentially not selling it. So that's why there are a lot of decision makers who go into these strategic planning situations, especially when it involves a franchise that's so big.
Marlene, I don't have that stereotypical man voice, that deep, like radio type. I kind of have a little bit of a higher pitch, cartoonish type voice. Like, so like if you ever hear anybody that needs like a nerdy, like higher pitched man voice or guy voice, yeah, you keep me in mind. Okay. I mean, I mean, that would be great.
I will. I would think that you'd be in a lot of demand. You've got a character voice.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
far more versatile than a leading man.
So let me ask you, it's Halloween tonight out in Los Angeles. Or, you know, is everybody still like freaking out about pandemic type stuff, or like is people getting out and they're doing stuff like
yeah.
trick-or-treaters?
People are out. People act like the pandemic's gone and never happened. I mean, you don't see people wearing masks or doing anything sanitary anymore. And I was over the weekend. I was at a film festival at Hollywood and Highland, Hollywood Boulevard, and the same complex that has the Kodak Theater where the Oscars are done. And it was packed. It was packed with people costuming, you know, cosplaying, anything and everything you could think of. And so West Hollywood, like that area, Hollywood, West Hollywood is known for having massive Halloween celebrations. So I'm not near there tonight, but from what I saw over the weekend, yeah.
You think you'll get trick-or-treaters there? None? Maybe?
No, not at my place. I don't really live in an area that's conducive to trick-or-treating, but I will see dogs in costume for sure.
All right. Hey, Marlene, before I let you go, tell my audience if they want to check out and find out more about you, what's a website, how they can contact you, any of that good stuff.
Yeah. Contact me on pinkpoodleproductions.com. There's a message function. You know, you use everything all in one, and you get to see cute pictures and all that. And then also, as far as social media, I'm on all the social channels, but I'm most active on LinkedIn. I'm a maniac on LinkedIn.
Everybody loves LinkedIn. Yeah, it's like you get people that are like, oh yeah, I do LinkedIn, but then there's people that do LinkedIn. It's like people that are like, oh yeah, I know how to do Excel, but there are people that just know how to do Excel. Like they can set up a Excel sheet like it, and you were like, I didn't even know you could do that with Excel. Like, I mean, that's probably how you are with LinkedIn.
Yeah, but it works. I mean, that's the way I got my job at Sega, was through LinkedIn, through a recruiter. I didn't even have to apply for it. Now, that being said, I did have like 100 interviews after that, but still, it was much better than having to apply randomly to some black hole portal of doom. But also the job that I had immediately after Sega at Level 5, which is also a Japanese video game company that makes film and TV shows based on their franchises. That was another opportunity that I got through LinkedIn. So I am like LinkedIn's biggest cheerleader. So if I got jobs from any of the other portals, I might use them more. But so far, it's just LinkedIn. So they have me.
Well, Marlene, I had an amazing time speaking with you. And if there's anything you ever need, feel free to reach out. I'm going to find you on LinkedIn. Okay.
Oh, yes, please do. Yes,
all right.
Indeed.
Marlene, have a wonderful night. Okay.
Thank you. You too. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. All right, guys. So let me see. Is there anybody out there? Nope, nothing. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Hopefully you guys stay safe, and I will talk.